Hi everyone, I'm Adam Rogers with Ethereal. We're here today to show you how to set up the MAVbase app and the Big Dog Power PDU. First thing that we're going to do is hit this setup and register button. We're going to type in a company name. We're then going to type in our name. Give our address a name as well. In this case, we're going to call it office. Type in the actual address with the street address first. Type in the city, state, then the zip code. Of course, we are located in the United States. Put in our time zone. Type in a cell phone number. Select which carrier, put in an email address. This is your dealer email address, so keep that in mind. Create a password. In this case, we're going to do a simple password. Repeat that password, and then click sign up. The app will automatically log you in, and once it's done loading, we're going to go to add new at the top, add client. For this demonstration, we're going to set this up as John Smith. So we're going to go to our first name, type in John, last name Smith. We're going to create an email address for John Smith. We're then going to put in a phone number. And we're going to create a password. Again, for demonstration purposes, we're going to make this a very simple password. We can put in client notes, but in this case, we're going to skip that and give our client a location name. This is their home. Do their time zone. In this case, it's Eastern time as well. Let's type in their street address. Type in their city. And after that, we're going to type in the zip code. Select the state and the country. And we can turn on the notification settings, but for this, we're going to turn them off and we're going to hit save. Now it's time to add the PDU. Click on add new, add PDU. If you are doing Wi-Fi settings, you go ahead and follow this setup here, but if you're not, then you can follow along after this. You'll hit next, and with a hardwired connection, you'll plug it into the back of the PDU. For now, we'll do the Wi-Fi settings. So the first step we're going to do is click on Open Wi-Fi Settings. This will take us to the Wi-Fi settings of our phone. We're going to look for the one that's labeled Metra with a bunch of characters after it. Connect to that. Find the PDU. Once it's found the PDU, click on Read SSIDs. Select your Wi-Fi, and then you're going to type in the password. Once we've typed in the password, we will click Connect. The PDU will now try to connect to the Wi-Fi. While that's doing that, we're going to click on Open Wi-Fi Settings, select our network that we are connected to normally, go back, click on the next button. We'll wait for the PDU to connect to the Wi-Fi. And then we will click on the next button. From there, we can select which client this PDU is for. Make sure the location is set correctly. Make sure the model is set correctly. Double check that the ID is typed in correctly as well. We're going to give it a name. In this case, we're going to call it the 12+1 rack unit. We can give it a note if we want to about its location maybe, or something else. We can change the name of the outlets and set the IP pinging. In this case, we're going to skip that. Same thing for the temperature sensors. We can name them and we can set the values for that as well, but we're going to skip that for now. And last, we've got the network settings, but again, we're going to skip that for now. You can always do that later. Once we have clicked submit, PDU is added successfully. It will refresh back to this main page here. Next thing we'll want to do is click on dashboard. Once the dashboard loads, you can see that the PDU is there. We're going to click on the magnifying glass to drill down into the PDU. Once that loads, we're going to click on PDU firmware, and we're going to make sure that it's updated to the latest firmware. So click on Update PDU Firmware, and it will do the update. Once the update is completed, you may have to reload the app or go to another section and then return to the PDU. Once that's done, we can see that the update is applied, and then from there, you're all set. For any other information, feel free to reach out to us at etherealpro.com or give us a call at our phone number below.